Find out how much protein you should be consuming per day based on your body type and your activity level in this video. Hey, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, my name is FitLifeWithVatsa and I am a self-taught fitness enthusiast. If you are a college student just like I was a few years ago, or a working professional working a 9 to 5 just like I am right now, and you are looking to stay fit, lose weight, build muscle, and just improve your life overall, then you are in the right place. Every week I'm going to be sharing delicious low-calorie Indian recipes which you can add straight into your diet, and also fitness related content broken down into simple terms that help me to go from this to this, and also self-improvement habits, because I am just like you, trying to get better every day. So please consider subscribing. With that, let's jump into this video. Firstly, let's be honest, one of the biggest issues with our Indian diet is that it is usually a high carb diet. Sadly, when the entire world is shifting towards a high protein diet, we Indians are still stuck in filling our plates with a lot of rice for lunch, for dinner, with a little bit of curry on the side, and our parents, our grandparents think this is the right way of eating. And this is one of the biggest reasons why we put on weight. And then once we start putting on weight, we start talking about how we shouldn't eat rice, we shouldn't eat carbs, we shouldn't eat carbs after sunset, and all of these myths come into the picture, which is absolutely not true. It's not the rice or the carbs that's making you fat, guys. It's the amount of it that you're eating that is making you fat. So what we need to understand is that we need to up our protein intake and moderately cut down on the carbs so that we are consuming a high protein diet and not a high carb or a high fat diet. So in this video, I want to share with you my take on how much protein you should be consuming per day. Okay, so let's keep this simple, and I'm going to be showing you guys what I follow. Again, I'm not the say-all be-all. This is what I do, this is what has helped me and my clients, and that is exactly what I'm going to be recommending to you guys. So with that out of the way, let's divide this into two groups. Ones who work out and the ones who don't. And before we move on to the actual numbers, I do want to say that there's a ton of studies that support calculating a formula based on your body weight, and there's also a ton of studies that says use your lean body mass. Again, I like to keep it simple. I think calculating your body fat percentage in order to calculate your lean body mass is not super accessible to everybody, and it's complicated. So what we are going to be doing here is we're going to be using our body weight, which I think is super simple and has worked for me over the years. So first, let's talk about the people who do not work out. So for the average sedentary adult, male, female, who just wants to live a healthy life, multiple studies say that you should be getting in at least 0.36 to 0.5 grams of protein per pound of body weight. And what do I mean by that? So basically, if you weigh 150 pounds, then you should be getting in at least 150 into 0.36, which is about 54 grams, to 150 into 0.5, which is 75 grams of protein. So basically 54 to 75 grams of protein per day. And this is for the people who do not work out. Now let's move on to those who work out. And for those of you who actually do some form of exercise or workout in the gym, you want to be making sure you are getting much more protein than the ones who do not work out. And why is that? Because when you do some form of training, say strength training for instance, you are damaging your muscles to produce stronger muscles in their place. So when you are lifting weights in the gym, you are breaking and tearing the muscle fibers, and in order to repair them and promote muscle growth, you need to be making sure you are getting adequate amounts of protein in your diet. Therefore, the ones who exercise, their need for protein is a lot more than a person who doesn't. And this is a concept a lot of us Indians do not understand. Whenever we say a high protein diet, we think it is bad for us.
Oh, hell no!
It's gonna affect our kidneys and whatnot. And none of this is true, guys, unless you have some pre-existing kidney related issues. But if you do not, it is completely fine. As long as you keep yourself hydrated, it is completely fine to have a high protein diet, and that is what is recommended. So now let's talk about how much protein you should be consuming if you work out based on your body type. So what I like to do is I like to take a range between 0.7 grams to 1.2 grams. So let's think of a scale where all the way on the left hand side you have 0.7 grams of protein, and all the way on the right hand side you have 1.2 grams of protein. Now, who are the ones who should be consuming about 0.7 grams of protein per pound of body weight? Anyone who has excessive body fat, say above 30%, and are trying to lose weight, you will fall on this end of the spectrum. So anyone who has excessive body fat trying to lose weight, or anyone who is new to training and don't have much muscle on them, or anyone who is skinny and are trying to put on weight. All of you guys in this category, you don't have to worry about eating too much protein. You just want to be making sure you are getting about 0.7 grams of protein per pound of body weight. Again, for example, if you weigh 150 pounds, you want to be making sure you're getting 150 into 0.7, which is 105 grams of protein per day. Next are the ones who have about 20 to 25% body fat, who've been training for a while and have good amount of muscle and are still wanting to lose some amount of weight. Then you want to make sure you are getting about 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. And this is usually like the universal number because majority of the people fall in this category. But yeah, I also stick to these numbers pretty much throughout the year. I'm usually consuming about 0.9 to 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. But a simple rule of thumb here, guys, is that as you get leaner, you want to be making sure you are increasing your protein intake. As you start training more, as you start losing weight more, as you start doing more cardio, you want to make sure you're preserving as much muscle as possible, and that's where protein comes in. And finally, for those who are around 12% to 15% body fat, if you can literally see your abs and those striations, and you want to lose a few more pounds to hit those single-digit numbers, then you want to be making sure you are consuming about 1.2 grams of protein per pound of body weight so that you can hold on to as much muscle as you already have. And this is the same concept for women, guys. The only difference is I would keep the range between 0.7 to 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. You don't need to go all the way to 1.2, it isn't required, but anyone who has excessive body fat, who's new to training or who's wanting to put on some weight, then you can stick to about 0.7 grams of protein. And anyone who's in between, who has some amount of fat and wanting to lose some more weight, then you would stick to about 0.8 grams of protein. And anyone who's trying to hit those single digit numbers, who are already super lean but wants to become leaner, then you can try to get about 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight, and that should be enough. With that, I would like to end this video. Hopefully it was informative. Hopefully you found it helpful. If you did, please give it a like. Please do subscribe to the channel, and also do comment down below on the kind of videos you'd like to see, and I would be happy to make it. With that, until next time, you take care, you stay safe, and I will see you in the next video. And I'm going to show you what per pound of body weight who have some amount of